Okay, we are getting into it. In fact, I'm going to pause the music because the other music should be kicking in here in a second. And yeah, we're playing Risk of Rain 2. I this week found out that the Robomando was a thing and decided I needed to try and quest for it. So that's what we're doing today. I love this intro. I love the music more than anything. I wonder if it's on Spotify. I should check that out. Yeah. Nope. That's weird. No, I wasn't clicking the game, that's why. Okay. Apparently there's something where you can hotkey things in OBS. I don't know how hitting E, though, made me switch to my end screen other than that it shares the first letter. Which is possibly what the issue was, but... let's actually increase the music volume a little bit. I feel like it's been low lately. Look, this game has good music. Okay. So, because you need to, like, get over a wall or in some stuff to get the first part. So, we need to play on... We want all them... Wall running or parachuting? Wall running actually might be better, because I know there are walls. I'd vastly prefer cluster fire. I also vastly prefer airstrike. These I have less of a... issue. Oh. So we need to play on... So, I actually understood parts of... Okay, so I don't know if you saw the title, Quest for the Robomando. So there's a secret unlock character that is not listed otherwise. And while I've seen all the pieces, I had no idea how to put them together, so I had to look it up. And it's actually a lot more convoluted than I thought it would be. I have no idea how you'd be expected to figure this out on your own. You have to play on Drizzle, get a battery, take it to a place, then you have to play... The next time you play, you have to play on Rainstorm or Monsoon, and then you have to... Then in the second level, one of the places will drop the battery, now that you used it in the first game, and then you have to enter a level between two different... Like, in between... You have to enter the fourth level in between 22 seconds and 22 minutes and 23 minutes. And so you have to, like... And while I've seen... So... Yeah, so, like, I've seen the battery, I've seen the guy that needs the battery because I've happened to enter the fourth stage between those two time periods before, but I had no idea how to get the battery, which I've only seen on the fifth stage, to the guy on the fourth stage, and I learned that even though I've seen it on the fifth stage, apparently it's only on Drizzle, which I did play a lot, obviously, early on as I got reused to the game. And now I've been playing on Rainstorm more. I've been seeing that drone that requires the battery. And I'm like, how do you connect those? And yeah, okay, apparently it's a convoluted thing that I'm glad I looked up. Could have tried to figure it out myself, but yeah, no, I agree. Sometimes there are convoluted unlocks in this game. Oh. Had my hand on the mouse, because my brain was thinking Risk of Rain 2 controls for some reason. Oh, I actually saw red, so I actually don't want to go that way. Let's get some gold. Actually, since I'm here and I got the gold, might as well get this chest. I heard you. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. Got enough for my turret. I'll come back to you guys later. Now, I'm actually curious about something. Can you pass through? No, you can't. Okay. I didn't think so, but I was curious. Another gunner drone. Gunner drone, stop it. There we go. Oh, is there a new one? I actually didn't notice that. I thought I was, I know they're working on one for Risk of Rain Returns, a DLC. That's what I was looking forward to. Missed the jump. Probably should have used my dash. That's kind of what it's there for. Oh, okay, so it's probably coming out sooner. Which is nice. Oh, I did see that. Okay, yeah, I did see that. I do love this character. This character is actually... I really like Acrid and this character. I'd probably say those two are my favorite. Okay, let's get... Busting Fungus is, like, brokenly good in this game, in my opinion, compared to all other healing items. The only downside is you have to stand still for a second, so it actually can be... Well, I should clarify. It's a better early game. It's like the most broken early game healing item. It does fall off, though. And the main reason for that is because you kind of start to have a hard time standing still after a while in this game when things start to get a lot more hectic, but... I do like that this character can take care of these guys very quickly. Let's go for movement speed. The pilot, funny enough, is not a Risk of Rain 1 character. He's only a Risk of Rain Returns character. He is new to this game. I mean, the Artificer is also, yeah, so he is a unique character. Risk of Rain the Artificer is also introduced to this game, but she obviously was in Risk of Rain 2 first, so gotta remember to dash more. Yep. Ooh, Chargerify Generator is also very good early game to get. Let's see, I got that, I got that. I got the drone. I think I got everything in that direction. Oh, I managed to grab the edge of that. That was fun. And there's literally nothing over here, so let's go. And I'm getting, you can tell I'm getting faster at this game because I'm here at like 5 minutes, which is actually kind of closer to the time you want to have for Risk of Rainstorm difficulty. Which is nice to see improvement. Yeah, see why this is good at this level? It's just, let's just do extra damage. Let's need to introduce the cornbread batter into the beans during the cooking process. Jeez. That sounds, I don't know. Like, I was gonna, like, my brain says good. Or sorry, my mind says good. Oh, I missed that there was this guy down here. Thank you. Yeah, my family just, like, probably about a half an hour before I started this, started texting about 4th of July plans. I'm just like, well, I gotta figure that out. I may have to reschedule my normal Friday stream for Thursday if that is a problem. We'll see. It's hard because, like, 4th of July, we don't celebrate the 4th of July. We celebrate, actually, there's a joke in my family. We celebrate, the whole country celebrates the birth of my sister. Is the joke. Because, yeah, my sister's birthday is the 4th of July. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the pilot, that is the one thing about the pilot, I think, is that because he's a brand new character, he's a lot more, like, you know, now that this, you know, the studio probably had a lot more, yes. There we go. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I feel like this character is honestly, in some ways, like, I wouldn't say he's more powerful, but he's a lot more balanced. Like, there's, and then you got the, okay, I really actually don't know what they did, but then again, maybe that's not an issue, because all the other characters are pretty balanced, except for 1 or 2, I feel like are poorly balanced. But what's really bad in this game is the abilities they added, like, alternate abilities, and I don't know what it is, but most of them are garbage, and I don't know why. Because most of them are movement abilities, like, basically characters who kind of had a hard time getting around now have movement abilities, but those movement abilities basically lack all damage, making them almost completely worthless. So it's like, I don't actually understand why you added these, besides the occasional, like, Acrid gets a teleport kind of thing, where you can, teleport to a new area. Well, he can, like, spit an acid and then teleport to that acid pool. But the acid pool does pitiful damage. The attack actually isn't too bad, but, what I hate is that there's a delay to activate it. Like, they really should have, made the delay a lot lower. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, it's kind of fun, but it's also got some real usage issues. Because he doesn't have good crowd control, because it's a very small area attack, and Acrid doesn't have good crowd control. So, like, his whole thing is more AoE build. So it's all like it's very powerful and kind of neat, and it's got some utility, but you know, in the long term, it's in the long term, it's I feel like it's just very hard to use effectively. It might be a lot better late game when creatures just group up a lot more, but who knows. Yeah, the one thing about actually playing on harder difficulties in this version of the game, yeah, I broke one. I don't really care that much. Or in Risk of Rain Returns versus Risk of Rain 2, is you cannot, like, if you don't get good if you don't get good luck on those guys, man, it can really actually ruin a run. It's weird how important that kind of thing is. Ooh. Did I miss anything? I mean, I got this guy over here. I wish the drones could heal each other like they can in Risk of Rain Returns. I feel like I missed something over here. No, I didn't, because that's got one, and I think there was only 2 of them. 2 big chests, so... Okay, let's run the gauntlet. Run the gauntlet? Run the gambit? Although I should probably... do a quick stand still. Now let's go. Yeah, kind of. I'm like, it's not nearly as bad here in California. Although we had a heat wave before everyone else did, so yeah. Like it's in the 80s. Actually, let me check. What was it getting up to today? Yeah, it's getting up to it's getting up to high 80s, and it's mid to high 80s has been basically the forecast for the past 2 weeks. But before that, we had a little mini heat wave where it was like in the mid to high 90s for about a week. So we're not doing as bad as most of the country, but. Grab the ceiling drone now. To be fair, I mean, melee characters actually are at a big deficit in this game. Acrid is one of the better ones because he's kind of half ranged, half melee. And I think that's why that ability is kind of bad, because it is you jump into the pool and then pop out of it, and it puts you right into melee range of a lot of enemies, which is a lot more detrimental in this game. I've already gotten that artifact. Yeah, the last few artifacts I need are one that, if I really wanted to, I can push for. Fine, I'll come up there. Wrong button. Okay. I don't know if that was faster or not. Sliding down rather than floating down. Ooh, Monster's Youth. Monster's Youth is a pretty good one. Great for Acrid, honestly. Acrid needs a lot of healing items, again, because he's a melee character. That's the one downside to Risk of Rain Returns, is it is, in my opinion, a lot more based on RNG than Risk of Rain 2. Which is fine. Like, I feel like I can do decently well on Risk of Rain 2 with a bad loadout, item loadout, but on this game, it's like if you reach Area 3 and your loadout is bad, yeah. Most are in California. Most big time streamers move to California because it is the entertainment capital of the world, and a lot of people. It's just there's a lot of because a lot of them are here, and so it kind of becomes the whole thing about in-person collabs. With that being said, I was born and raised here, and I would love to move out of here because California is terrible. I hate those rocket ones. So it's not surprising if a bigger streamer is in California, but if a small streamer is, they're probably born there. That's neat. To get it? No. I was trying to get the rockets. Not as good in this game as they are in Risk of Rain 2, but they're still pretty good. I think that's the one thing about this character that's neat, or that's nice, is his new abilities, aka his alternate abilities, are better than... Okay, I think I got everything, and I really shouldn't have walked around again, but oh well. That's okay. So people who go into people who are in groups tend to do Texas, because if you have employees and stuff, Texas is actually the better place, because as far as Texas is kind of like the secondary place. If you have like an animation studio, that's why I also really should remember to use this guy. But if you have a lot of employees, Texas is better because it's better for certain types of corporations and stuff. Whereas if you need access to people, California is better. So, yeah, that's why. Because Rooster Teeth is also based out of Texas, or was before they dissolved. Yeah, it's really sad that Rooster Teeth broke down, because they eventually sold themselves to a bigger company, and the bigger company was like, you're not making money, dissolve. I forget who they were sold to. Wisp. Wisp is really good. Anything that does AoE in this game is very good. What's a laser drone? They're okay. That's what it was, WB. Yeah, I knew it was something. My brain said Fox, but then I'm like, oh no, I know that's wrong, so I didn't say it. And it was WB, you're right. The problem is most internet stuff, like, is not viable like, we just, honestly, companies just need to be, do I want to fight Acrid? Let's fight Acrid. Acrid can hurt, though. But it does drop an item. And it was an item. It was literally the item I... Why does this game keep giving me this item? Yeah. Well, Monty Ohm was a big animator. I wouldn't say that's when I wouldn't say that his death caused it to go downhill. But yeah, it did go downhill after him. Ooh. Well, Acrid is like the same size as the character, or the same size as the character is in the game. I actually very much prefer the Nematocyst. The Nematocyst is one of the better is literally the best offensive item in Risk of Rain returns. Well, yeah. Because it just resets so fast. Like, that's why it's so good. It does about as much damage as the rockets, but then it resets super fast. So if you get that drop, it's really nice. Oh, okay. Because I know there's a character you can get that's like the unlock is beat the false sun basically. I didn't realize you get the false sun. That's neat though. Okay. There is an achievement for surviving for a minute in lava. I feel like... I'm actually not sure. This is also a very good item, this one right here, but it just gives a chest every now and then. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, because it's like, do the cradle and beat the false sun, and you know, defeat the false sun or whatever. So yeah, I know there's like a thing to it, but... Oh yeah, I forgot to get the drone. Oh well. Honestly, I'm not that hurt over it. go this way. I do like the movement abilities of this character. Like, that honestly is kind of what makes him a lot of fun to play, is just how maneuvery he is. Let's go fight the other boss. Man, I would have loved to be playing as the Huntress right now. Because the Huntress has, where you have to kill three mini-bosses. Come on, get out. Whew. Stand still for a second, maybe? Okay. I actually got my health back, somehow. Yes, we're getting rockets. Again, not as good as they are in Risk of Rain 2, but still not bad. I think it also depends on your character. But yeah, basically my point, though, is I feel like this character very much has... It's very clear this character was designed by a very experienced team rather than a, you know, like, rather than a team that, like, you know, oh, this is our first game. Yeah. Although, I heard the Robomando sucks, but I think it was also in the first game, so... But I'm still trying to get him. Okay. Again, I don't need any of those. Although the drone repair kit is definitely one of the better items as well. Ow. Funny enough, the Robomando does not count towards the 100%ing of the game. I hate the pigs. This character is probably the one who can deal with them best. I got one of the worst. This is one of the worst items, in my opinion, because... Cool! I have a thing that damages enemies when it gets over them. Yay! Do you know how often it's actually in a place where it can actually damage enemies? Like, never. Also, I think these statues, I think, are bugged because they have I think they have a lot lower chance. I almost never get anything from them. So I think there's a bug with them. I can only assume. I mean, eat my heart out. I actually got 2 things in a row. That almost never happens with this. Usually it's like, I usually have to try about 6 or 7 times to actually get everything from that one. No! Stacking them just increases their damage. It doesn't give you more of them. So it's actually kind of problematic in that sense. That's why it's like it's just not good. Ooh, jump packs. Heal up. Don't bother me while I'm healing. Jerks. And then we'll stand still. I think it might also make them rotate faster if you stack them, which is a little bit better because at least it like covers more, but it's also kind of more annoying. I don't know. I need to look it up again, what they do. But I know it doesn't add more. I know that much. Because I would have remembered that. Now let's check this out. Sadly, I don't have 3 of anything. Okay, this is where the teleporter is. I'll come back to this then. This is the level where this character shines, though. Or because it's just so vertical. Well, it's kind of vertical. Well, let's make use of this while I have it. Well, this would have been a very easy one to do with any character. Because I think I know where the thing is. And all you have to do is fall for this one. Open container. Yep, there it is. I could have done that one with any character. Sometimes you have to jump over a wall and stuff, so you need a lot of movement abilities. Which I just wanted to negate the need for getting movement items by just, you know, having this character. But it was the exact one that I really wouldn't have needed any movement abilities for. Oh well. This thing is absolute garbage, by the way. Like, it basically does a very, very tiny amount of burst damage, like, right next to you. I mean, I guess the point is that it's not supposed to be good. It's supposed to be used. This item can be very good, especially if you stack it a lot. So I think stacking it decreases the delay time. Ooh, chance to snare. This is actually good for this character. Also, that was, in my opinion, very professional. Where the birds dove at me and then I placed a bomb right where they were about to land. Okay, let's get the heal on crit. Also, I can just start the fight, because I've already been everywhere. So I'll grab the heal. Just don't let me forget heal on crit. Oh well, I'll just get it first. I'm playing on easy. I've actually been playing on harder difficulties, so it's like this does actually start to feel a lot easier now that I've been playing on harder difficulties. So, well, let's beat the game. I don't think you need to beat the game, but you do need to get to a spot on the final level. So if I end up dying for some dumb reason, cool. Stupid pigs! At least this character has landmines. yeah, the toxic pigs are one of the more annoying bosses in my opinion, just because they're always faster than you. Always. Like, I actually don't think I've ever outsped them before. So it's like, and on higher difficulties, they can just like, just speed up to you and just trample you real fast. Yeah, the reason this item's so good is because it is very good for boss battles, because basically it stays up and gets bigger the more enemies you kill. It gets bigger the more enemies you kill, and it stays up, and it refreshes its cooldown every time you kill an enemy. So for the boss areas, it's basically just a giant ring of damage. I love the capacitor thing. I like the entry for it too. It's all like, oh yeah, it's it uses like percussive energy, I think, to charge itself or something. So it's like your fighting is what causes it to charge. Or, no, it uses biological energy. Q, final level. I always have to give myself a second to think about that, because I always want to just hit E, because that's what it is for everything else. I also love the final level music. Yeah, the fact that I got to the final level while it's still only being very hard is actually shows that I am getting better at this game. Oh yeah, I heal when I crit, so let's get the final. Yeah. Come back to my drone. Apparently these guys can shoot through the wall if they get close. If you get close enough to it. I did not know that. Yeah. I'm not gonna get up there. Let's see. That's the one downside for not picking that other ability. Is I might not be able, I can get the golden chest, but I'm not able to get the big chest. Oh wait, actually, oh yeah, I will be able to. Cool. There we go. I can get around here. Open this up for if I mess up. And now. I can get this. And I got the jetpack. Yay me. That'll actually really help for getting the thing to where it needs to be. Ooh, free chest. Cards. Yeah, and this is the big problem with this game, especially on higher difficulties, I find, is... Can you see what's going on? Because I sure can't. Actually, I'm curious. Can you get rid of damage numbers? And that might be why they made the ability to zoom in, because it does make everything a lot more visible. Now that I'm a lot more comfortable with the level layouts, it might be worth playing zoomed in to get used to it. Damage numbers. Let's turn that off. But I think it's way worse in this game. Because, like, in Risk of Rain 2, it's not, like, 2D. And it doesn't, like, cover up your character. Like, that's the thing. I can't see where my character is sometimes because there's so much going on. And that is, in my opinion, very bad. So let's try... yeah. I mean, I know your character's centered, but... actually, this does help. The problem is there are some enemies that can attack you from outside this area, which is also annoying. Funny enough, this game actually starts with the zoomed-in UI. The other game starts with the zoomed out, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, getting rid of the damage numbers is helpful. And the zoom in is also helpful. I can keep an eye on what the frick is actually around me. What am I at for keycards? 3. That's pretty good, actually. So you always can get 4 keycards in the game, or in this final level, but there's basically 2 ways it can be done, and one is from elite drops, so elites sometimes have a chance to drop it, and then the other option is from these chests, and I vastly prefer it when there are 3 from the chests, rather than from the... I messed that one up. Also, I find the loopy one to be way more difficult to get what you want in this version than on Risk of Rain 2. So the fact that this portal is here is actually like the crazy thing. Because it's like, why is there a portal on the ship? Because, like, in this game, you actually have to teleport to a portal node. I don't know what changes in between Risk of Rain 1 and 2. Let's just go for a random one. I literally got the... okay. Thanks, game. I was like, that one thing doesn't sound very interesting. Let's go for the random one. Okay. Let's go. I think I've got enough for the... oh, that was... I did not do that right. There we go. Yeah, I do have enough. Oh, ceremonial daggers. So good in this game. They trash in Risk of Rain 2, but they're really good in this game. because you just like go tear through a bunch of enemies, that just whittles them all down, which just makes even more. It's just, yeah, I love it. Oh, beam drone. Too bad I'm not playing with the engineer, because there's an achievement to get that with him. On the outside, I have object permanence, so I can still shoot things, even if I can't see them. Don't sneak up on me. You were there. Okay, let's go do the thing. I didn't pick up an extra... Oh, I did pick up an extra keycard somewhere. Yay! Oh, and I think this is the one I don't have the thing for, so let's... see if I can't get that. No, especially since I got the jetpack. Okay, I'm actually gonna change the settings back, though. Because it's gonna make it easier to do this part. There we go. Okay. Yep. So that is the thing. Dang it. That you need to do. Yep. Dang it! Screw that one up. Oh yeah, let me go do the other thing too. I want to get that log. I feel like on Risk of Rain 2, the ceremonial daggers might be good if you get a lot of them, because I think for that one it does. There we go. You really do need a lot of movement items to get this environmental, or this environmental log. But thankfully I do. I guess it's not too bad. Now that I got rid of the damage numbers, it's actually a lot easier to see what's going on. Let's see. Sure, Bouncing Brain, kind of one of the worst, but sure. Okay, so that's part one. I hate this room because of all the beds, which literally are obstacles for some reason. Might as well get all the extra stuff up here. And then kill the boss. The reason I wished I was the Huntress, by the way, is because if you get basically Acrid and the other character, or the big Marion, you basically can then just fight the boss, and then you get the Huntress's achievement, because the final boss, funny enough, counts as a special enemy, so... which I guess makes sense. But yeah, I think the pilot would be really cool in Risk of Rain 2. I was gonna go down there. There we go. That was way faster. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, well, this fires more missiles. I feel like they, just the cooldown of the Wandering Vagrant Bladder or whatever it's called, it's just, has a really nice cooldown. This one's not too bad, though. Okay, what's fun about this is the enemies actually don't attack the drones. Jerks. How dare you fall down? Not worst. Actually, in my opinion, that is kind of one of the worst red items, legendary items. So yeah, basically, when you use your equipment, it does a random other equipment, which I think has killed me in the past, because which has killed me in the past because one of the items can just damage you for a lot of damage, but then it damages enemies for damage. Like so like if you use an equipment and you're at low health, you basically just need to understand that it's entirely possible you might die. I love the ceremonial daggers. Cause it's just, you just turn weak enemies into like powerful enemies. Although it did give me a healing grub or whatever, which is nice. So basically you get 2 equipments for the price of 1, but the other one's random, and one of the equipments hurts you. So it's kind of just like a, I don't know. It's a problematic, it can be problematic. It usually isn't, but it can be. Summering. That's fun. You are killing fruit. That's okay. Hey, let's fight the boss. Oh, I did the decoy. I was wondering about. I'm like, what is that thing? broke a drone! What a monster. Let's heal everything up. These do technically recharge, it just takes a really long time. Ha! And I win. Yep. This game is definitely getting a lot easier on the... Wait, what the frick? What's that explosion in the background? I think it's just the sun setting, I guess? Anyway. Just for shiggles? Oh, it won't let me. Well, let me do that, though. Yep. Probably should go through and beat the game with all the other characters on Drizzle. But... so he left with his dreams of the sky below. So... what I find interesting is there's always a teleporter noise at the end, which makes me think no one actually ever escapes. They get teleported back. That's my guess. Okay. Let's do this again. Now, who do I want to play? Oh yeah, so... yeah, it's this one. Dissolving Ambush. Spread out poisonous blob. Forming a puddle that slows and hurts enemies for 100% damage. Use the second time to dissolve into acid and warp to the puddle, dealing 400% damage. So it's really good, but the problem is there's a 2-second cooldown between spinning it and popping out of it. So you can't just like spit and then pop out, which I think would be the best use of it, is if they got rid of that cooldown. And then it would actually be viable because you can use it as kind of like a way to charge into enemies before attacking them. This bubble, completely garbage. The exploding is neat, but it's so hard to get it to explode on enemies because you literally have to anticipate it 5 seconds in advance. And it does slow enemies, but not that much. It's just got such a long cooldown. But the problem with the, like, okay, actually, if Dissolving Ambush was replaced with Toxic Bubble as the alternative, I think it would be great. Because I think Toxic Bubble, because Neurotoxin can stun enemies, and Toxic Bubble needs time to build up before, like, exploding. Also, there's a better indication of when it was about to explode, so you could, because you can attack it to push it forward. Yeah, because I feel like Dissolving Ambush pairs well with Caustic Sludge, and Toxic Bubble pairs well with Neurotoxin, but the other options just don't work. So it's kind of like this thing where they really at least Corrosive Wound is nice. Corrosive Wound pairs really well with like a lot of other things, which is why I think it's sometimes nice. This is just damage, 24% damage per second, whereas this is 10% extra damage from all sources. So this is just a damage over time when you hit someone. So this does less base damage, but increases damage from all sources, which is really nice for a lot of the other abilities. I feel like this could pair well with Toxic Bubble if you can time it right. But again, it's like a timing thing. And maybe if I got used to it, it'd be good. But the 5-second delay is what really, I think, hinders this. And if you accidentally melee it while you're trying to do other stuff. But let's do just... I don't want to experiment, though. The problem is I don't want to do anything too crazy, because I'm going to be playing on medium difficulty, and I need to succeed. So I don't think I'm going to experiment right now. I should play with someone who's good. Loader's good, and who also, like, has a little bit of movement, because sometimes the guy can spawn in the guy you have to take the battery to can spawn in weird locations. Engineer does not have movement. Miner can. This is just, I need to play for a long time to get to a point where Elder Lemurians can spawn. Burnout's cool, although it's very dangerous. You need a good build before it starts to become useful, which means you basically have a useless skill until it becomes useful. Throwing axes is nice because it turns... because it basically gives you a range attack instead of melee. Although because it arcs, it does make you it makes it a lot harder to attack things close to you. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about, where it's like... And then for her teleporting arrows are neat. They're more useful for getting around. So it can help with maneuvering is still important in this game because you do want to be able to get around. And this is the thing: defeat 3 unique hidden event bosses in one run. And this is where I've had a hard time because I played. Actually, that is why. I've tried this a number of times, and I've just never gotten lucky. This is why the Huntress is actually my most played character, because I've actually tried to get this challenge a bunch, because I do like the Huntress. But, ugh. And the Laser Cyclone, this is actually kind of fun. And actually pairs, but it pairs better with Blink than it does Warp Dart. I don't know what this is yet, so I obviously can't get it. His alternate abilities are good, but I feel, well, Focus Strike is really good because basically you literally parry an attack. It depends. So that actually, when you're just swarmed by enemies, you basically can just use it, and it's really good. Oh yeah, this has a lot of potential. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like... I think most of my complaints are with Acrid when I talk about alternate abilities. Although... Oh, Bullet Punch is garbage. Charge up and slam an enemy forward for up to 1,000% damage. Sounds really cool, except the attack really only works if you're at least 50% charged. And it takes, I want to say, 4 seconds about to fully charge. Oh, frick you. How did you... Banhammer? There we go. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, this is really good because it heals nearby allies. It doesn't heal you, but it does heal nearby allies. I feel like it'd be really good with multiple people. But it also does work on drones, so if you want to do a drone run with him, it could be pretty good. Short Circuit, the problem with it is that it's one way and doesn't leave you invulnerable for 2 seconds. Like, the invulnerability for 2 seconds is actually very good. And that's actually the big downside to Short Circuit, is just that it's instead of being invulnerable. But yeah, Bullet Punch, it takes like 4 seconds to charge up, meaning even with Debris Shield, it's garbage. Or so like you can't protect yourself to charge up a big punch. And then when you do release your bullet punch, it does like, I want to say like, so if you do let it charge for like 2 seconds and punch, and that's like, again, the halfway, then it does like, I want to say probably 250% damage, and then fully charged is 1000% damage. Fully charged can kill, like almost instantly kill most things. Well, not mostly, but it's still very good. But the base punch, probably 10% damage. It's garbage, like, and it attacks so slow. Knuckle Boom is just really good by comparison. Like, the problem is that the cooldown, like, because of the way the cooldown works on all those other abilities, Bullet Punch is just impossible to use, in my opinion, or impossible to use well. Maybe it'd be really good if you're actually, like, playing with friends. I think that's maybe where Bullet Punch would be really good, where you can actually have someone protect you while you charge it up. But alone, it's completely useless. Since my goal is to get through, I think I want to play with someone who has a lot of invulnerability stuff, like the Pilot. Pilot could be pretty good. Pilot might honestly be my go-to again because of the... yeah. Enforcer's very defensive, but because I might need to be able to get up to places, I don't think I want to try it. I also need to beat the game with him. I don't think I've done that yet. Yeah, let's do the loader. He can be pretty powerful. Actually, Bullet Punch might be really good if you pair it with a lot of drones. But I mean a lot of drones. And then you can do the conduit to help them stay alive. Okay, oh, I also need to be on Rainstorm. Okay. Loader. Yeah, let's do the loader. Have I beaten the game with the loader yet? I have not. So, maybe I can also get a beat run with him. Yeah. It's that or absolutely zero ability to, like, actually hold your own. So yeah, that chest that you saw will now spawn somewhere in the second level, I want to say. I think it's the second level. It's nice that the game spawned me on a side. Pretty good. Yeah, for a while I thought this was the all you could do with this character. I hadn't tried attacking without holding it down, and I was like, wow, this character's punch sucks. Then I learned you can spam it. You know what? I'm gonna do better safe than sorry and not use the... Get wrecked. Yeah, it's kind of weird because, like, if you want to grapple to someone and not slide past them, you actually have to hold down the move button. Whereas if you want to slide past someone and, like, keep sliding, you won't want to not hold down the move button. Kind of odd. And I always get it backwards because it's very unintuitive for that purpose. Oh, wait, this is the one with the secret. No, I'm not going to go for that as much as I want to. I'm not going to go for the relic because I want to get the Robomando. And I don't know if I have to do all of that drizzle part over again if I fail. So I'm going to play conservatively. Dang it. Daggone it. There we go. Let's go to dice. Dice are really nice. Because I have really bad luck. Frick me. Whatever. I'll come back to you. Yeah, let's get some gasoline. Is one item that I think... Oh, gosh. I'm good. Actually, let me pick it up, because I'm not sure if I've picked it up before. But the glowing meteorite is a pain because it can damage you. It's one of those ones that is a double-edged sword. Very powerful. Very good. But a double-edged sword. I'm not willing to double-edge my sword. I'm trying to be conservative. I wish that grapple went a little bit farther. Timekeeper, not terrible. I'm a bit behind schedule, but it's fine. Get burninated. There we go. Okay. There we go. Ooh, telescope. It's pretty good. I definitely screwed this one up pretty bad. Yep, I didn't get that one. I messed that one up. I should have waited for the thing to happen again. Yeah. Jerk. Why'd you get in my way? Okay. Okay, Meadow. Not terrible. Just kind of worked as well when you stay in one area for a bit. Do stuff like this. Let things build up, and then attack them all at once. Missile drone, pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, there were no drones on the last map. That was annoying. Up over here, no. I like that I can just do that. Okay, let's see. Will you be mean to me? A little bit. Oh, whatever. Oh, cool. He came to me. Now be mean, nice to me. Thank you. I usually give myself, on higher difficulties, I usually give myself 3 shots at those. Okay. Man, imagine ceremonial daggers with this character. It'd be really, really nice. Those rockets? Oh no, they're grenades. It's not grenades. Oh, wait, there's the item. That is pitiful damage. Okay. But I need to exit between 22 and 23, so... Nope, 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 nope. Oh, I missed this one. Nope, nope. Okay, let's heal up. There we go. There we go. Whew. That is way tougher than it should have been. Let's get some healing stuff, because it's very clear that I need it. Okay, so not this level, but then, okay, so this level I need to actually wait around until I'm, like, actually at a certain time. Which, honestly, is going to be a pain. Okay, let's hang out for a second. Oh, I can grapple to those. I did not know that. That was a misclick. Okay. Which map version is this? My brain is not remembering this. Dang it! Oh, I know which one this is. Okay. You know what? Give me your sweet, sweet healing. Not a lot of healing, but it is sweet, sweet. Okay, I'll get that. Stand still for a second. Okay, I've got time. Because I need to enter the teleporter between certain points. I need to make sure that I'm running the teleporter at... Oh. Okay, 1 second. at least before 2030. That's when I need to be running it at about. A lot of movement items, which isn't honestly a bad thing. I thought that'd take longer. Okay. Ooh, ATG missiles. Not bad. Should lead me back up to the top. In which case I would have made a full loop. But I think there's still an area, yeah, that I can explore. Ignore them, and it's this area right over here. I think there's a... yeah. Coaching seed, pretty good. I'm basically gonna stick around here. Still hits a... wait, hold on. Let me look this up real fast. I just want to make sure that I do this right, because I know you have to enter between 2 times, and I just want to make sure I'm remembering right. Robomando. Screen returns. So the stage after the timer reaches 22 minutes, but before it reaches 23 minutes. Okay. Dark. Okay, we're gonna start now. Of course. You had to have a swarm. Step down here. Fuck. I need to look up. Third stage. Might need to do all of this again. Sucks. I'm just gonna hit try again. And we'll see what happens. Because if I do need to start this over, I'm gonna be pissed. Hopefully try again. Like, I don't know if... there's enough... Okay, I'm hoping that, if anything, try again at least allows it to, like, work again. Okay. Actually, keep the repair tool for now. Okay. We'll see. Hopefully that item will be on the second stage. If not, I'm just quitting out. We're gonna take a break, and I'll figure out what to do from there. I should have played Acrid. Even though he doesn't have movement abilities, and sometimes you need them to get to where the Robomando is. No, I should have played Pilot again. I'm good with the Pilot. I'm okay with the Loader. He does do well with the busting fungus. I need to come back this way, so I'm going to ignore those. Okay, got that one pretty great. Got a droney boy. That's gonna help. The melee drone is okay. The oops, I did not mean to push that downwards, but honestly, it's probably gonna be fine. Yeah, that was a mistake. I did not mean to do that as well. I don't know why I'm misclicking that button instead of... Look up here, check out this. Hopefully this is give me what I want. Yep. Well, not what I want, but give me something. Good. Okay, I need enough for 20 and 30, so 74. Nope, 54. There we go. Okay. And let's continue on to the next level. Ooh, umbrella. That's actually going to be helpful. Now come here, do that. And that. Blow you up with odd lines. Let's not stick around and go. Okay. Hopefully, that item is still here. Oh, come on. Okay. Honestly, double scythe, not bad. I have a bad feeling that it's not going to be here. Yeah. I think it's a he in Risk of Rain 1. Maybe not. Maybe it is still a she. I haven't gotten the log, so it's actually kind of hard to tell. Oh yeah, 2 in a row. It's nice. Funny enough, I think I get to try the loader in this thing too. Do the vial. See where the portal is. I have not seen thing. More gasoline. Dark. And item. Yay. I might just keep going even if it's not there, and we'll probably have to try for the Robomando next week. I do want to do it on stream, though. If anything, I'm gonna do the Dark. I might switch to Restoring 2 after, or I might just kind of have an early end, because my pains have been kind of bad lately. It's not too bad right now, but I'm worried about overdoing it today. Okay, made a loop. I did not see the chest, so that does mean I have to start all over if I fail, which is not going to be fun. I mean, the first run was like 90 minutes. Where is it? Oh, it's up here. Right. I don't know why I thought it was lower. Dang it. Nuke drone dead. Not unique. Yeah, more of them. Well, my heart is very much out of this run now. I really am sad that I got the Swarm. Swarms are actually very difficult bosses in this game, just because it's a lot of... Basically, it spawns, like, I want to say, like, 10 elite enemies, all of the same type. But I find them, honestly, in most cases, more challenging than bosses. Especially because, like, you're being swarmed by a ton of other things, and it's just hard to... that got me killed. Now, let's just go. Let's continue. Oh, come on, you dick. I think I'm gonna take a break after this. Run either way. Yeah. Well, I'm here. I might as well grab this. Oh, yeah. I mean, old box, not that great, but... I should have gone for the pilot again. I'm just better with the pilot because the pilot, I mean, the loader is good. And it basically just has you can literally go invincible for a bit. But she is, in my opinion, does struggle with bosses. Acrid's great at bosses. Because her electricity thing is really great at taking care of the chaff, but she doesn't have a ton of... Oh, that would have been nice to have last time. Double invincibility plus... Nope. Oh, okay. Double invincibility... Plus, bustling fungus is a very powerful combo. Okay. That confusion, sure. Tried to get the scythe, but I panicked. Yeah. I don't think loader's bad. It's just loader's actually very squishy. With the exception of having invulnerability. And if you get the right items, loader's really broken. But I got none of that on a run where it mattered, so. That was kind of my fault for picking the loader. I just kind of wanted to try a different character rather than do the pilot again. Like this build that I got, where I have double invincibility plus bustling fungus, like I can just heal up. Like it's like there's certain builds which are very good. But sadly I did not get them. Okay, anything over here? Yes. Glad I looked a little bit farther. Fuck! I missed the jet. Or the propulsion, or whatever it's called. Okay, See, the double magazine with the loader is very powerful. It's up here, right? Because like you can just extend your invincibility for tough situations. One of the best items for the loader in the game, and it's a common item, which is very handy. See how much easier that was? And it was all because of the better invincibility. Now I can just stand here and heal if I really need to, but, you know, and heal up. So, it just was bad luck, honestly. Build-wise, and, like, so. Do I also have to leech? No, I don't. But I have like a lot more healing items and stuff too this time around. Hold on. I think I might have messed it up anyway, because 90 seconds is a minute 30. No, I would have been okay, because it was at 20:30 I started it. 122, yeah. I mean, I haven't even messed up this time around as well, because, you know, I'm going in a little bit too late. So. Whoa. I don't know why the game pickups sometimes for me. I think it's an intensive game. Hey, maybe we'll get a win with the loader, though. That'll be a nice little thing to do. That'll be a nice consolation prize. I'm getting no robots. Peak. I'm unfamiliar with that game, honestly. I've not heard of it. Okay, I'm not trying for that anymore. That's funny. Oh, okay. I don't know why. That kind of gives me an Ice Climbers vibe. If Ice Climbers was like 2-player. Okay. Unless it isn't multiplayer. But it's a good one to add to our list. We have a list of games that me and my friends are going to play as well if it is multiplayer. So I can add that to that list. Okay. Did I see the start or the endpoint? I don't remember seeing it. Am I done? Ah. I'll bring that up to my friends. I will play that this Friday if it is, again, multiplayer. Go. And it may be very dumb, but I literally have not seen the exit portal. Oh wait, there it is. It's literally right up there. I mean, it's very nice for our Friday group because that is a design for. I mean, yeah, you may or may not use that. Proximity check can be nice. It also can be a pain, though. Was an item a thing up here that I didn't get? Might as well go for it. There we go. Not really worth it, but... yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can't beat Providence on... Honestly, it'll be kind of cool if I do beat Providence, because it will be my first Providence kill on... Rainstorm. Yeah, another backup magazine. Grab you. Nah. Did it the wrong direction, but whatever. Check, just in case. Ooh. To see if you can get the item here, because if you can, then that'll be... No, the little pot isn't there. I don't think I'll be able to, but... Okay. At least the bosses, when they spawn, like, outside of the thing, do drop an item. Yeah, I feel like they could have reorganized some items a little bit. As for what's like legendary and what's you know, not. So I feel like some legendary items in Risk of Rain, because they tried to keep it. What's funny is they changed some things pretty drastically, but then gave the option to play it like it was before. Okay, let's do a real quick check. Yeah, you can't. There's the items in here. Oh, let's fight the boss. Actually, let's get the legendary item, then fight the boss. The worst one, yay. Blazing Links isn't too bad of a boss. I mean, look how much better I'm doing. Just because of, like, literally getting, like, one common item. Technically two of a common item. I really do think the, success of the loader does... Because the loader, I think, has a very low, damage reduction compared to other characters. Or is it low, like, health or whatever? I don't know. I don't know if there's damage reduction in this game. Okay, final level. Let's see if I can do it. I've gotten to Providence a few times on this difficulty, but I haven't beaten Providence on this difficulty. The loader, we should be able to get all the neat stuff a little bit sooner. Oh, I just almost missed that this was over here. Go for ukulele, sure. Orc, let's do it. Bottom one. Oh, this isn't the bottom one. I don't know why I clicked on that one. That's the thing, I panic a lot with those, so sometimes it's like my brain doesn't register something, and then other times it does, but or I just click it because my brain panicked. I don't know. It's annoying, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Not like you. Now, I mean, the loader can deal out damage pretty fast. Or pretty well. But again, it's a little bit more crowd control than or AoE damage, I should say. I mean, AoE dot, not bad, but again, the loader survivability is kind of low if you don't get a few items. Wait, 8? Yeah, it does. Let's go for the roof. Definitely you get to a point where you have to use that a lot more. I didn't even activate that. I use a dumb. That one's honestly not the best. I'll take it. Rockets everywhere. this, go back over to there. This technically speeds you up. It's so barely noticeable though. You get the super chest, legendary chest. And one step closer to fighting. Oh, critical strikes reduce your cooldowns. That's actually not terrible. Especially with my current build. I wish you could hook onto chests. Dang it. If I can get up there, I can save a key card. That's what I'm... There we go. What I was trying to do. See? Usually have key cards, which is nice. I thought that was a healing drone. No, it's not. Well, probably have a pretty good chance to bleed enemies at this point. How many? Yeah, 4. That's not bad. I have to climb down. My brain was like, why won't I fall down? Probably because that's not how that works. Go to the armory. Yeah, this is where the loader really shines, is the more invincibility you got, the better you can do the kite back and forth until you can finally clump them, and then... I'll go for you. I got the key card I needed. What are you gonna give me? I'll take me. Literally the worst item in the game. I should just keep going. say commit would be really cool if there was a character who could create, like, climbable things. That'd be actually really cool. Movement speed, because this character is pretty slow. Ooh, heavy cracker. That's actually, yeah, that's really good. And another. I'm actually very happy about that. Well, my first complete on this is looking like it's going to be the loader. First complete on Drizzle. No, not Drizzle. Rainstorm. Okay. There's one thing I could do, but I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Might as well get one more item before we go with this last key card. I got 2 of them. Like, seriously, the more of those spare clips you get, the better this character does. I should combine these drones into a gilded one. I don't think there's ever those items on this level, though. Okay. Let's see what you have for me. Same item I already have. That's okay. Oh, let's fight Providence. Oh, frick. I panicked there for a second and didn't invincible. I'm away for a bit to get my invincibilities back. Also to let my drones heal up a bit. Also, might as well. Do I have to wait for them to be up here to do that? Yeah, whatever. we go. Final phase. Yep. Choked right at the end. Fuck me. So I'm kind of curious. Okay, so I do have one more of Dried Lake to get. I also have one more temple, but I did finally get the second version of the... Just noticed this map's called Risk of Rain. But yeah, the contact light. There's one more of these I need. Finally ran into this map enough to get the last one. I think the one I needed was similar to this, and it had in the very bottom corner over there. Can I do them? Yeah. There's like a log here, and I wasn't sure how to get to it. Yeah, I choked. Gotta be careful with that, because I think I just had run out of invincibilities right when it did the radiant thing, which can deal a lot of damage. What time is it? It's 1. I think I might be, I think I might end it here. Good run. I'll try for the Robomando next time. I'm a bit tired. I'm going for about 3 hours. 2 hours and 50 minutes to be exact. If you liked, you can follow. If you really liked, you can subscribe. If you need more convincing, you can check me out on YouTube. Diamondworm9234 is, if you do youtube.com/@diamondworm9234. That's apparently they have that functionality, which is neat. But yeah, if you just search Diamondworm on YouTube, I actually pop up. Because I think I'm the only person with that name. But if you're on YouTube, you can like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you... give me some ideas about if you think I could play some characters better. Yeah. Try and spark those comment ideas. Sometimes that actually helps, from what I've read. But if you need more convincing, you can check out another video up here. Till next time.